Hey, sweet you. My name is Gabrielle Zwueste. I'm the founder of MED. MED means Merlin Energetic Therapy. And I'm using this period to give away 10 free MED sessions to whoever wants to receive. I'm using these videos to tell you more about it, to give you updates about the sessions and what to expect, but also to give you more information about what my guides let me know and what I want to pass through to you for maybe you can benefit from it. In this video, I want to tell you about 3 subjects. Of course, updates about the free Merlin Energetic Therapy session, which is this Tuesday, June the 3rd. All adults will be treated. But also I want to give you some updates, like I promised last week, about the 3 archontic energetic networks that are being dismantled and May 15 by 63 star beings. What kind of consequences will it have for the planet, for humanity, and who made these networks? What was the thought about it? What did they want with it, right? Yeah, so I want to start. I will also want to tell you a little bit about the upcoming therapist training that will be starting this September 13. And let me start with that. Yeah, so the therapist training is actually for will give you 3 things: therapeutical skills, transformation of your entire system, and awakening. Also, awakening is part of the program actually. So it's really quite a thing. Yeah. So because you are receiving like more than 20 transmissions and initiations, your energy system will be so much like transformed through all the quantum fields, timelines, genetic issues, karmic issues will be solved so much that your energy system will be purified and transformed very much. And because part of the training is the removing of several veils that keeps you in the illusion of separation, because and then awakening is for everybody who participates possible. So yeah, and not only you receive those transmissions and initiations, a lot more is offered. Amongst others, you receive 10 individually channeled mantras for meditation, which are called the exaltic Ishaya's mantras, which are channeled especially for you. They are received by Saint John the Apostle at Patmos, Greece, in times of Christ, where he also wrote the book The Apocalypse, or the Book of Revelations. And these mantras will guide you like effortlessly and easy to more exalted states, and also clear stuff in your system. Yeah, so only 13 people can participate. 10-3, so 13. So it's a small group. So if you feel the calling, don't hesitate too long, because to not be too disappointed about it if it is full. There is an introductional discount at the moment, so maybe that's also nice to know. And now I want to give you more information about dismantling of the 3 major energetic timelines at May 15. Who made them and why, and what are the consequences for humanity? For that, to answer that, I want to dive a little bit into history and to times of Lemuria and times of Atlantic, like ancient civilizations that are less ancient than we assume in general, right? Because Lemuria was born at 3000 before Christ, and Atlantic was born 700 before Christ. So yeah, not so far away as I expected actually. Lemuria, it was situated at Great Britain and Ireland. So the places that are now called Great Britain, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, were then the place where the Lemurians live, and their neighbor lands next to them was the place where the Atlantic people lived. And that was what we call now Israel, the country Israel. In those times they were lying next to each other. Yeah, so the Lemurian people were very peaceful, very much in harmony. They lived in the seventh dimension, and they were one with their twin flame actually. So there was this big feeling of peace, and very nice to be there, right? They did a lot of rituals for the earth, for the big hole, to serve the big hole. And at 700 before Christ, something happened. A group of Lemurian people got dissatisfied. They wanted something else. They wanted something more in life. They wanted more other things in life. And so they decided to cut off themselves from Lemuria, but also cut off themselves from their own twin flame. So they separated themselves and went living in the neighborland of Israel at 700 before Christ. They went from the seventh dimension into the sixth dimension, and they were they became more open for influence of archontic powers. And maybe it's nice to know a little bit more about dimensions. Until the sixth dimension, you have a choice. You as a person have a choice to be in service of the self or in service for others. And from the seventh dimension and up, you are naturally in service for others. And so when the people started living in Atlantic, they had the choice to be in service of the self or in service for others. So the archontic powers had more power about them. And then at 194 before Christ, something happened. Through an interdimensional door that is situated in Israel, beings came to Earth. Beings fell out of the sky, and they were the Anunaki. The Anunaki, maybe you heard something about them sometimes. The Anunaki were beings from the fourth dimension. So, and they had the DNA of Lucifer, the fallen angel Lucifer. And just like Lucifer, they were they thought that they were better than God, that they didn't need the light of God, that they were cut off from the light of God, actually. So they were looking for light because their light was dying out, and the Anunnaki were dying out, actually. So they came to Earth to find new light that they can feed themselves with. They found on Earth the gold, and they dig the gold, and they vaporize the gold to absorb the light that is in the gold. like they digged like 184,000 kilos of gold, which they vaporized to stay alive. And the people from Atlantic who saw them fall from the sky, they were like, oh my God, these are gods, they're coming to us. And whoa, this is, yeah, they like worship them like gods. At a certain moment, those Anunnaki were tired of digging the gold themselves, and they wanted to make the people of Atlantic slave for them to dig the gold. So they brought them into this trance-like state, and they did an energetic operation on them. And this energetic operation had huge consequences for us, for the people, even nowadays. We were brought back towards the third dimension. We fell from the sixth to the third. We only used like 2 strings of DNA instead of the 12 that we actually used. We needed words to express ourselves, like the telepathic communication didn't work anymore, so we had the speech with all the misunderstandings, etc., etc. From that time. Also, we didn't use anymore our Ajna chakra to see. Ajna chakra is a chakra that is situated in your forehead, which is the center of inner guidance and insight. So we only could use our 2 eyes to see from that time on. Yeah, so that was like kind of tragic. Yeah. Let me see if I forget something. I want to make a jump ahead in history and come to the 13th century, the age in which the vrijmetselarij, the Masons, the Freemasons, sorry for that. The Freemasons was, which came to life. The Freemasons were a group of people that did rituals, that did esoteric rituals, and they had all like ranks and lodges, and the higher you came, the more secret it became. And the top of the upper lodge, the upper group of the Freemasons is the Illuminati, the Illumination. The Illumination is a group of 21 men that worship Lucifer. And they are the builders of the 3 energetic archontic networks, actually. The Israel network, the West European network, and the Vatican network. And soon you will be hearing more about the Vatican, because some news will come out about a lot of financial stuff, and financial things, that scandals actually, and soon, and they will never be the same again. Yeah. First I thought that the inauguration of Pope Leo wouldn't continue because of this, but I was too soon, but soon you will be hearing about it. And what is the consequence of these 3 networks falling? The consequence is in this year, in 2025, another 23 archontic energetic networks will fall because of this. That goes naturally, like consequence. And also, what is the consequence is that 7 months and 13 days later, on December 28th, all electricity will fall out. So the 7 months and 13 days after May 15, at December 28th, all electricity will fall out. It stays out 20 hours. And after those 20 hours, we have free energy. And also, our old electricity network will work again. So we have a smooth transition towards the new times. And this is also like a new update, because the Galactic Federation of Light decided to do it like this. First you heard maybe of the 10 days of darkness, then it became 3 days of darkness, then it became 24 hours, now it becomes 20 hours of darkness, and the old network of electricity will still work. So what I mentioned in one of my previous films, to get more water and food for 3 months, for a period of 3 months, isn't so necessary anymore, because it will work again after 20 hours again. But still, it's nice to have a free energy device, right? Because free energy is always good. My guides gave me this, which I channeled. It's called the electrocode. And the electrocode is a multifunctional device, actually. Sorry, I have to take a sip of water. So I take you to the kitchen where I find my water. One moment. So this multifunctional device has like five functions. And one of the function is that it works as a lamp. So after December 28th, you can use this light bulb as a light bulb, this electrocode. Here it is again. Amongst others. It's also usable as for astral travel, for interdimensional travel, and it also creates like 8 different light bodies into your aura, which makes you more strong and more available to receive all the energetic updates that the central sun is sending you. But you can read all about it on my website, and I'll put a link in the description below. Yeah, so about that, right? I put this back into the standards. There we are. Yeah, so more about the upcoming med session, right? The last session was May 18. And younger people were treated. Younger people received a lot of loving energy, a lot of sense of uniqueness, but also a lot of depressed, heavy energy was cleared through my channel. So it was actually like also kind of heavy experience to feel all this amazingly. Yeah, it was like I was in a black hole, right? So those heavy energy was pouring through my energy channel. But that was to clear it. And also the younger people between 13 and 23 were put more solid into their body. For these people who come from higher dimensions collectively, it's not always easy to be here, and it's very recognizable for me, maybe also for you, and it's not always easy for them to be in a body which is so solid, right? After the fall, our body changed so much, we came to have flesh and bones, and before that we were much more esoteric. Yeah. So that was all that happened in the May 18 session. In about an hour or so, I will be giving the next session, which will be to clear ancestor lines and past lives. The flying horse Pegasus will come through, a white golden horse from the 12th dimension, to help clear all the stuff from ancestor lines and past lives. And the session after that will be at Tuesday, June 3, so the 3rd of June, and adults will be treated. So all people in between 24 and 65 are treated, and those people suffer a lot from too much burden, right? They have too much obligations. They are almost in a burnout, so to say. Like they have the children, the work, the career. Life is stuffing up, right? Financial obligations and so on. And often people lose their soul self, their soul mission. Like, why am I here for? Why is it actually that I'm doing this? So yeah, so that is what will be worked on, that you feel more like living your soul mission and know your soul mission and feel your inner spark again. The soul is brought back into the body, and a lot of DNA strings will be activated also. The session will be having more impact, like 50% more impact, if you use the Urim code. It looks like this. It's also channeled from my guides, and it's actually like from Atlantic times, where the priest order used them. And if you have two and you place them during your session towards each other, hold them in your hands like this during your session, then your session will have like 50% more power, and also works on the genetic level. So yeah, look on my website. It's also an amazing instrument. Actually, you can do magic with it and use it therapeutically for your own benefit. So it's not only for the sessions usable. I put a description in the link below, so you can look it up. Place a bottle of water during your session next to you. Find a comfy spot to lie down and make yourself comfortable. And then the energy will find you. Just open up to receive the med session. Maybe open up to me, to have an image of me, and then the energy will find you. Yeah, so the days after the session, you can have a little bit of detox, feeling a little bit of detox, and also feel a little bit of unsteadiness, because the energy will find a new balances it out again, and that takes a few days. So maybe you notice that you feel a little bit unsteady, but know that it's all for this shift, this energy shift that has taken place. You can sip the water up in the 36 hours after your session for more power, for more benefits of your session. Let me know how it went. I'm really open to it, and love to hear from you, how you are doing after the session, during your session. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will cover them in these films anonymously. Yeah, So not with your name, right? Sometimes I'm not so really good with the English, as I'm from Holland, right? And not used to speak English. Yeah, so that was that. Let me know how it went. And I hope to see you next week again for the other update on Sunday. And yeah, let's spread, right? Let's spread. Like I'm doing this to give you the meds energy, with all the beneficials, to help humanity in these times of transmission, but also give you some like positive news. And if you like the content, then maybe you can give it a thumbs up and share it on your socials and with your loved ones, and sign up to the channel, because then the ranking comes up and not only you receive the updates, but also other people get to see the film and can benefit from it. Yeah. So it was an enormous pleasure to connect with you and to share with you. And I love to see you next week. Bye bye for now.